Well, I have great memories of our wedding. The whole thing. The one weird part was when we first got engaged, it was the first time I wore a ring that had like a stone on it, and the ring would spin throughout the day, and the sharp part was stabbing me in the soft part of the hand. And I was like, is everybody living like this? Like, this is what it is? So we went to a jewelry store, and I went to the jeweler. I was like, can you make this ring stop spinning? And she said, we could make the ring smaller, but it's always going to spin because you have big, wide knuckles. And I didn't even know that was a thing you could be insecure about. Having the wrong shaped hands for love. Did you know? They were like, sorry, Sasquatch, you're gonna have to. I was like, wow, I didn't even know you could. You never have to say that to a woman who's about to get married. You never have to say you have big, wide knuckles. You could say the space between your knuckles is very thin. You have an hourglass figure, and you'll be a beautiful bride.
So the way it works is they pulled my uterus out through my vagina. I know. Yeah, that's how they. I know. I didn't even tear, not a stitch. Did a lot of Kegels beforehand. No. I asked the surgeon afterwards what my uterus was like. I was like, was it big? I don't know. What was it? You know. And he said, actually, your uterus was quite petite. What? Petite? Are you kidding me? Petite? Oh my! I couldn't believe it. No one has ever called any part of me petite ever. A doctor? Are you kidding me? I was so excited. My mother was thrilled. Oh. She was like, Jessica, we could have taken your uterus shopping to Forever 21. You know?
Should I have kids? No. Jesus Christ. There. My man is in the crowd. You heard that, sweetie? We're not... You know, it is always women that say no. I like all around, like when I tour everywhere, I go to all these cities, it's a lot of women that tell me no. It's like a bummer. They come up to me after the shows. They're like, don't fucking do it. Don't. You know, I'm like, let go of my shoulders, lady. Like, why are you... It's so aggressive. I'm scared to have kids. You know, what I think of is if you're a parent, what that means is you automatically become like 100 different things, right? Like you're a parent, and then all of a sudden you're a chef, you're a chauffeur, you're an assistant, you're a therapist, you're a coach, you're a teacher. That's what I'm scared about. Like you just become a teacher. They look to you to learn things, right? And like I know everyone thinks it, but I'm not that smart. Okay, like I'm very curious, but not about important things. Okay, I have YouTube. I have YouTube on my phone, right? I have access to all the information in the entire world, but I'm not proud of what I'm typing in that search bar. What am I supposed to teach my child when I tuck them in at night? What am I going to say? What am I going to teach them about? Like Shutter Island ending explained? That's all that's in you. What am I, you know what I mean? I'm just tucking them in like, you see, Leo wasn't trying to escape the island. He was trying to escape his mind, okay?
I was on a work trip, and so I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sext my husband. Yeah. Ever heard a more Christian sentence than that? I'm gonna sext my husband. Clearly off my game, sent the sext at 2 p.m. Peak work hours. Sun high in the sky. Sexted him, hey, thinking about getting my pubes lasered. Pretty good married sext. He replied, whatever makes you happy. Classic husband response. Classic response from a husband who's clearly afraid of his wife. I could text him and be like, let's rob a bank. And he's like, will you be nice to me? Could we have a pleasant dinner? I did not find his response to be very supportive. until I looked at my initial text, and what I'd actually sent was thinking about getting my pubes layered. Certainly not what I meant. Definitely implies a density that we would need to move to a tiered base pube, like ancient Incan farmers. And then in retrospect, his response was actually very supportive. For him to be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But baby, if you come home with the Rachel, he's hyping himself up. He's like, I will move a side bang to go down on my bride.
I used to practice the body roll in the mirror before dances. I'd be like, oh, yes. Sometimes I'd really kick an arm out to really good at going. Get out there and make some boys cream their khakis. Okay, honestly, I had no clue what I was doing, for the record. I had no clue I was making you guys tuck your boners up in your waistbands. Just one lift of the shirt, I could have looked it directly in the eye, like, ah! Late apology from me. I'm sorry. I'll type it up in the notes app, post it later.
That it would be lit if I started a travel blog called fatfriendlydestinations.com. Like, I think that would be like really fucking helpful, no? Nobody's marketing towards the horizontally challenged. Like, lean in. I'm gonna expose myself. Like, I'm the biggest loser. Okay. I actually thought of this idea like 5 years ago that if there was a travel blog towards targeted towards fat people, it would be really successful. And ever since I thought of the idea, I live in fear that someone is gonna think of it and take on my idea and I'm not gonna make any of the money. So I actually own the domain name fatfriendlydestinations.com, yeah. 99 cents on GoDaddy. It's the American dream! I'm not done, lean in. Currently, if you were to whip out your phone and go to fatfriendlydestinations.com, you would be redirected to claudiaoshry.com.
I am trying to lose weight. Basically what happened was 2 weeks ago, I accepted my body, and then 1 week ago, I unaccepted it. It's just body image stuff. I struggle with it. Everybody struggles with it. I know that everybody. It doesn't matter what you look like. You've struggled with body image. Right? I used to work with this woman who was really tiny and skinny in this way that I never will be. Right? We're just built differently. I'm built like this. She had little Florida Methodist hips. Do you know what I mean by that? I don't think you know. She's not built to survive. And that is my goal. She's built where you're her ancestors were never kicked out of anywhere. That's how she's built. Which is not how I am built. I know that. I'm built for the old country, right? I'm Jewish on both sides. I'm built for if the ox died, I could pull the cart.
I can't relate to some of the more middle-class female friends I've got because they sort of change when they have a kid. It's like they're the only person that's ever done it. You know, the only mother on earth. That's who they are. And they talk to you, in a weird way. Like one of my friends, she's always like, oh my God, I love my body now. I love my body. I've made peace with my body. I love my body. It's given life. My body has given. And I'm sitting there thinking, what's my body ever done? Bent over due to a misunderstanding with an antipode. And, and it brings out the worst in me because I hate people being smug. She's like, oh my God, I love my body. I love my body. I'm like, oh, do you know what? If you love your body so much, go and look at yourself from the side in the mirror. And if you come back not crying, I'll high five you. Go on. Because I don't care who you are, right? Elon Musk might be a billionaire, but I reckon he looks at himself from the side in the mirror and feels really fucking sad.
Another kid tried to roast me. Did you guys know it's not called homeroom anymore? It's called study hall. Did y'all know? That was a roastable offense, apparently. I said homeroom, and this kid's like, excuse me, miss. I know you said, that's him with his stupid bangs. I know you said homeroom, but it's actually called study hall. No offense, it was probably called homeroom in your day, because again, no offense. What are you, like, 20? I was like, okay, smart guy, cute, real cute. I'm gonna need to write your name right here on the board, because you've earned an A for the day. Are you kidding me? You think I look 20? I'm not even wearing concealer.
We as women, then we get order guilt. So we all order itty bitty little salads, right? And then we all have to pretend. No, it's exactly what I wanted. I can hardly finish it. I'm so full on friendship. And then we go home. We have closet pasta. So
I used to have great tits. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to have a bloody good set of baps. Not anymore! Oh, not anymore! My tits haven't been together for a very long time. Just waving at each other from across my chest going, "Are you right, babe? How you been? I haven't seen you for ages." "Oh, I've just been under her armpit for the last 3 hours." I bent down to pick up one of my kids' toys recently. A little bit of wee came out. I thought, I didn't even give birth to these children. What the hell?
I think another thing that people don't realize is that, like, I am going through essentially a second puberty. It's wild. And, like, what's disappointing is this is like my second puberty. I never got to have an awkward first one. I would have leaned the fuck in. You know what I mean? Now that I'm 35, I give less a shit what people think about. I might just embrace this and just have my own adult, awkward adolescent phase, you know? I'm gonna be a fucking horse girl, bitch. Yes. Yeah. Fucking get a ill-fitting retainer that doesn't quite fucking get to the roof of my mouth, so saliva builds in the top, and I have to go and just vacuum suck it to the fucking back of my throat.
I feel like I should know more about things like vasectomies, because I don't know if you guys had this in high school where you could get voted, best dressed or most athletic, but I had that in middle school. And when I was in 7th grade, I got voted most likely to become a sex ed teacher. And I look back and I'm like, what was I saying to my peers? At age 12, that made them collectively go, "She knows where the taint is." I should not have won that award. I knew nothing. I was such a late bloomer in every way. I didn't start my period until the last week of 8th grade, which coincided with my school's graduation trip to the lake. Yeah, buckle up. And the first time you get a period, they always tell girls, "Oh, don't use a tampon, wear a pad." So all my friends are in their cute little bikinis in front of the boys for the first time. I am wearing a t-shirt and giant men's and one basketball shorts. Trying to hide the outline of this massive pad, which went from belly button to middle of my back. It was like wearing a horse saddle. It's casually at the beach. And then everybody jumped in the lake, and nobody told me that you can't get in with a pad on. So I jumped in too, and that thing started dragging me to the bottom of the lake. I was like, no. My life flashed before my eyes. This thing got so heavy so fast, you could see the water level of the lake just slowly going lower and lower and lower. And I'm a terrible swimmer. I death gripped onto her front shoulder. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm bleeding and drowning, please. Help." So people flopped me up onto the dock, and I stood up, and in front of every boy in my grade, 20 gallons of water dumped out of my shorts for 40 straight seconds. Like the world's grossest magician. I'm like, oh, it's still going. Okay. Well. And that is how you don't get fingered until your senior year. True story. I feel like all the boys in my grade were like, we've heard that wet is good, but... that seems too wet. I don't think there's supposed to be fish coming out of there. Sort of weird mermaid lady. I actually got an IUD in recently because I heard that they could just make your period go away, but the procedure is a nightmare. They basically shove a Lego in your uterus while you're wide awake. I thought for sure I was gonna get knocked out for this. The doctor was like, no. I was like, okay. What do you guys do for the pain? She's like, oh, take a Tylenol, make a wish. I'm like, oh, I wish you'd go fuck yourself. If you're comfortable sharing, make some noise if you have an IUD. Oh my God. Give these women a key to the city. All right? There are Avengers sitting amongst you tonight. It is insane. But I think the thing that's maybe more traumatizing than that procedure is that when you get there, they ask you to give a urine sample. And women dread giving urine samples. For dudes, you guys just whip your dong out. You aim and fire. You could probably do it blindfolded. Women giving a urine sample is like trying to get the leash out from under the dog's leg on a walk. You're like, okay, this way, maybe this way. Well, am I going or you going? Well, goddammit. So many legs. Because women only pee straight for 2 of the 20 seconds we pee. The rest of the time, it looks like somebody just poked a hole in a Capri Sun and then started stepping on it. You're like, well, oh, sideways? What am I peeing sideways? I don't even have a hole there. And then a doctor walks in with a thimble and is like, catch it. Catch it. I'm like, you catch it. This is a 2-man job at least. This thing is the same size as a to-go ranch container. I can't possibly catch it in this. Do you have a crock pot back there? Something with handles, a wide berth I can work with, perhaps? And a lot of the time, you don't know you're gonna have to give a urine sample, so you peed right before you left the house, and then you're in there trying to squeegee out 5 drops, but you don't have enough pressure in your stream for it to go out, so you just get a babbling brook that hugs your body and drops off a butt cheek in the back. Like, have to drop a pin on GPS to know where that fucker went. I have no idea. I can't see back there. Can't catch that. So I'm in there. I try to get a urine sample. It's a complete disaster, as always. I get nothing in the cup. I just peel over my own wrist like a child. The whole thing stressed me out so much I had explosive diarrhea. I walked out of there up to the nurse. I was like, well, didn't get a urine sample, but the cup is full. Test what you can, I guess. It's a broken system. It's not my fault. You fix it. And then you lay back, and they do the procedure, and an IUD can stay in you for 8 years. So after they're done, the nurse hands you a sticker with a date on it of 8 years from that day, so you know when to replace it. So I just pop that on my windshield next to my oil change sticker. Where else am I gonna put that thing? I got one that says Valvoline, one that says Volvoline. I just look at just keep an eye. I told my dad about the sticker thing, and he goes, "Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it works the same way as a car, where it goes by either the date or the mileage." I was like, "Shut your mouth, Dad." I mean, I'm definitely gonna use it on stage, but shut your mouth. Sicko. We're not friends. I don't want to joke with you like that. You're gonna make me start an OnlyFans. You keep that shit up. Shut up. That's definitely not how it works, by the way. That'd be very funny to me if they were secretly putting tiny odometers. You go in for a checkup, the doctor's like, "Oh, somebody had a busy April." Jesus Christ. Well, no way this thing's lasting 8 years. You're burning the tires clean off this thing. Slow down.
I experienced no desire to profit off my toes, to pierce a nipple, or to teabag a conservative. I thought maybe I was actually too sad this time to do something really ridiculous. Until 2 days later, when I found myself on a one-way flight to Slovenia, sitting in the window seat with my hands down my pants, trying to remove a tampon. The lesser-known first stage of grief. Thank you. True, I'd summoned my inner villain enough to call off a wedding and disappear to the other side of the world by myself, but I still could not pluck up the courage to tap the stranger on the shoulder next to me and ask them to get up. Joan of Arc led an entire army to victory. I can't liberate my own tampon. The guy next to me was one of those ones who really settles in to a long-haul flight, taking up the kind of space I could only ever dream of, you know, just like a neck pillow wearing, leg spreading, shoes off prick. And I say that with the highest of compliments. I hope to be one someday. We had been flying for 4 hours and 1 minute. Which, as we all know, is toxic shock o'clock. I was slouched down in my seat with my coat draped over my lap and my hands down my, say it with me now, new white jeans. And I'd nearly done it too, right? My tampon was in the liminal space between in and out, you know, like a menstrual hokey pokey. Does anyone need a second for menstrual hokey pokey? Suddenly the plane hit a patch of turbulence. And the seatbelt sign above me dinged. An air stewardess came over, which is like an air steward, but you get paid less. She was checking to see that all of our belts were done up, and knowing what would happen if I removed my coat, I hoped they would be nice to me in Slovenian jail. Just as I was about to commit indecent exposure, the pilot came over the tannoy and told the flight crew to take their seats, which is aviation code for uh-oh. The interior lights in the cabin started to flicker and the plane dipped very abruptly as my throat and my colon became one. The guy next to me put his shoes back on. like he was going to outrun a plane crash. The caterwauling of post-breakup Adele in my headphones was not enough to drown out my self-loathing conga line, dancing even in the face of death. Da 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 da, you didn't erase your mirror affirmations. Da 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 da, there's still a box of chest hair under your bed. Da 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 da, exactly what is the plan with this tampon once you get it out, by the way? Da 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 da. As the Boeing 777 plummeted faster than the value of my engagement ring, I made new affirmations. If this plane lands, I am going to change. In the immortal words of Christina Aguilera, it's about time for my arrival. I'm going to be the kind of person who can tap a stranger on the shoulder and say, excuse me. The kind of person who doesn't hide their sex toys under the floorboards like they're harbouring fugitives. The kind of person who will not chip a few degrees off their weather to make someone else feel better about their own. I'm going to have all the unrelenting confidence of a heckling dead shit dad from the Gold Coast. Spoiler alert. I lived.
Hey, guess who doesn't use condoms? Hey, I am 3 weeks pregnant. It's gonna be a big baby. Instead of prenatals, I'm taking steroids, so... I was told by so many people, you need to come out on stage with like a fake hand hanging out, just a fake. And I thought about it. I thought it would be funny, maybe just like, have it hanging out. But don't say anything. Just walk out. Hey, what's happening? Good to see you. Sweet nuts. What's going on? Yeah. And then halfway through the show, look down and be like, no! Mommy's working! I know, I should have. Or at least like some sort of water pouch device. Right? That would be hilarious. I just find the most nervous looking dude, sugar nipples, that's you. That would be you. And just out of nowhere, I pull a cord. It's happening! Just drown you from head to toe. Would that scar you for life? But what if I made it like an awesome flavor, like pina colada? So you're like, no! Oh my God! This is amazing. I already have a 4-year-old, so this is numero dos. Because it might be Mexican. We're gonna find out soon. We will see. We will find out. I'm excited. I was giving my 4-year-old a bath the other day, because you have to bathe them. Ugh. Every day, or they will take the baby away from you. So I'm giving him a bath, front to back. I'm not an animal, front to back. And right as I'm getting to the, taint misbehaving, right there, he stops me. He puts his hand on my arm and he goes, "You're a nice lady." Do you know how uncomfortable it is when you have your hand between someone's butt cheeks and they wink at you and go, "You're a nice lady"? I felt so cheap in that moment. Like he had hired me off of Craigslist. I feel a little guilty because with number one, you spend so much time trying to connect with the baby. You start talking to the baby. I was in prenatal yoga, I was in Warrior 2. And I was meditating, and I was playing classical music so that it goes to a good junior college. And I was singing songs to it. I was just like, there's a miracle inside of me. And now with this one, this baby, you know what this baby hears on a daily basis? Put on your shoes. And then I remember, there's a miracle inside of me. You're gonna have to get a personality. I'm a little cranky. I'm sorry if I'm cranky. I apologize. I'm not getting enough sleep. It's hard. It's hard now. First of all, do you guys know when you are pregnant, there are rules? You're not allowed to sleep on your back. Did you know that? The way that you got pregnant is not allowed. This is true. You're supposed to sleep with special pillows. There's a wedge and there's a snoogle, and you put a pillow in your crotch and then around your head, and then I put one on my husband's crotch, because don't touch me. And you gotta put one under here and under, and then you end up building a nest to sleep in, like a chicken. It takes me 20 minutes to get into bed at night because I'm just collecting everything. Just collecting my nest. Just 40 pillows so I get in my little nest, right? I get, and then I have to pee. So I get out of my nest, and then I'm not getting enough sleep. My kid, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 5 o'clock in the morning, he wakes up. Out of nowhere. Mommy! Like he's athletic heckling me. Mom, easy out! So I go down to his room. It's 5, it's still dark. I try to convince him it's still nighttime. Right? I go back to sleep. Look, it's still nighttime. It's the middle of the night. Go back to sleep. And he goes, no, it's not. It's time to wake up. And I go, no. Go back to sleep. And he goes, yeah, it's morning, Mommy. And that's when I start talking through my face. You're going back to sleep. It's still night. And he says to me, it's over for you, Mommy. Now, he's talking about night, but I took it like my life. I get back to my room, right? Get back into my nest. Right? Get back in. My husband is asleep, of course, has slept through this entire transaction. With that face, that snorer's face. Change your face. It can't be the same face day in and day out. Change your face. Put on a funny hat or a silly bow tie or something. Just, And he knows I can't sleep with any extra sounds. He knows this. And I feel like he's doing it on purpose. I feel like he's snoring to break my spirit to live. I'm one of those people, I need complete silence. Just complete silence. I close the curtains and everything, the drapes, the windows, everybody shut the fuck up. I pull the covers up and I just look around for sounds. You shut up! And he's snoring, and it's like Chinese water torture. You know how they kill you one drop at a time with Chinese water torture? You know, it's like drip, drip. Well, that's it. Sometimes he waits So it's the middle of the night, right? The middle of the night. And it sounds like he's starting an 84 Cutlass Sierra. Just out of nowhere. What was that? You're gonna flood the engine. Then a maned elephant has come into the room. What end did that come out of? This is my soulmate? What kind of jacked up soul do I have? This. A friend of mine said, you gotta take him to a doctor. I said, I gotta take him to a mechanic. And she goes, no, he needs a special pillow. And I was like, genius, because then I could just put it over his face. Do you know what's even more frightening? Getting woken up in the middle of the night by hot 4-year-old breath. Just no sound, no words, just it's a different consistency than regular human breath. And all you hear is, I want a banana. So I nudge my husband, go get the kid a banana. My husband said if his snoring is bothering me, I should go get some earplugs. Oh, this is my problem? I have to go get the earplugs. So I went down to the drugstore, I bought a bag of earplugs, and then later that night, I shoved the bag down his throat. So then he goes, all right. Okay, let's get a sound machine. A sound machine? The word sound is in your solution. I want 0 sound. And he said, no, it's a white noise machine. I said, you're a white noise machine. You're white and you're making noise. He bought it anyway. He went and got one. He set it to Amazon. Have you guys ever been to the Amazon? It's not a peaceful place. It starts off nice, right? It's like, and then it takes a terrible turn. Then poachers have arrived. Because out of nowhere, somebody is fisting a baby gorilla. Next to the bed, he can sleep with a clock. Who can sleep with a clock? To tick, 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 to tick, tick, to tick, 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 to tick, tick, to tick, 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 to tick, 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 all night long. It's like the Hurt Locker. To tick, 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 to tick, to tick, tick, to tick, 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 tick. How do you sleep with a bomb next to you? To tick, tick, 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 and then a fan over our heads. Ja, 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 ja. It could fall down and murder you. Ja, ja. Tick, 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 tick. I want a banana. There's a miracle inside of me. Can I
stopped buying women's magazines. About 6 months ago, I stopped buying women's magazines because it feels like there's nothing in there for me. I might as well be buying a magazine about yachts. There's just nothing in there for me. Why would I buy anything where the only time I ever see anybody who looks a bit like me is underneath the word before? Magazines always maintain that they're about improving women's lives, and it's bullshit because they never tell you just to see your friends more often or to read more books. It's always the physical things that we're supposed to do to ourselves, and the list of those things is quite ridiculous. You can have your eyebrows waxed, your eyelashes tinted, your skin darkened, your teeth lightened, manicures, pedicures, cleansed, toned and moisturised. I'm 38, I've cleansed, I've moisturised. I've no idea what toning actually is. Does anybody give us a woo if you do? A few of you. Does anybody shout out what it is? No. I'll woo, but I'm not explaining it to her. Like makeup, I like wearing makeup, I like wearing it on stage, I like wearing it if I go out somewhere nice, but I don't think I need to wear it all the time, and I don't think I look weird if I don't have any on. I still don't really understand why I paint over naturally rosy cheeks to then apply rosy cheeks. Like hair removal is a whole subject all on its own, isn't it? There's so many different ways, especially as women, that we can remove our hair. You can wax, you can shave, you can pluck, you can epilate. My sister had laser treatment, which is supposed to be permanent. She had it to her underarms. It was quite painful and quite expensive. And after 2 months, the whole lot just grew back in. Which is terrible, but does go some way to explaining why James Bond was always so nonchalant when a laser was aimed at his cock and balls. Come back in a couple of months, man, I'll be champion. Realised I've made James Bond a Geordie. Maybe that's the future. Few cheers for a James Bond that's Geordie, how nice. But according to women's magazines, there are only 2 options for hair down there for women. One of my friends said to me recently, she said, you know why women are supposed to have hair down there, don't you? And I said, is it like your nose, so you don't get muck up it? And she said, no. She said, women are supposed to have hair down there so that nature knows where your reproductive bits are. I said, why does nature need to know? Surely as long as me fella's got a rough idea. Why do all the deers and the rabbits need to know? Well, maybe the rabbits. Actually, as an aside, I should tell you this. I did recently treat myself to a new and I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's only got the 1 speed, which I think a lot of people in this room would be like, 1 speed? That sounds rubbish. You know what the speed is? Fucking hell yes, that's the speed. Any vibrator that needs a square battery is already fine by me. But the problem, if you can call it that, the problem with it being so fast and efficient is that I can't always get a scenario going in my head. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You know what I fucking mean. Because normally I'd be like this. Not out loud, I don't do it out loud. I'm just doing it for you. But normally I'd be like this. He walks in the room. He's wearing a suit. I like him to have a job. There's nothing wrong with that. But with the new one, it's much more like this. There's a knock at the done. I tell you what it is. What it actually is an electric toothbrush with a special end. Just feel the need to share it with you. The information. I didn't bring it with us. Just work it along the aisles, girls. But even though it's a toothbrush, I did use it as a toothbrush because I'm nervous in case I get the ends mixed up. And accidentally take all the plaque off me nunny. But according to women's magazines, there are only 2 options for hair down there for women. The options are all off or most off? Give us a cheer if you think all off is the way to go. Is that a filler in the middle of that there? It's not technically aimed at you, love. I suppose it is good to know we've got a paedophile in. That's what it means, that's what it means. Give us a cheer if you think most off is the way to go. Still quite a lot of you left, isn't there? Can only assume that the rest of you are like me. I just try to keep it in me pants. Even if sometimes that involves tucking it in. But surely the most ridiculous of all of the things we are supposed to do to ourselves is anal bleaching. Now, some of you might not know what that is. If you don't know what it is, it's exactly as it sounds. Some people, and I don't know why, I can't answer that question for you, some people choose to have their arseholes bleached. As far as I'm concerned, regardless of your gender, regardless of your sexuality, if somebody is so close to your arsehole that they can see the colour of it, they're not going to stop. This is never going to happen. Smack! Smack! Oh, sorry, love, I don't do that colour. It's warm now, isn't it?
Tell you what, girls, if you're looking to fill in a bit of time, keep up with beauty standards. That'll kill about 8 hours a day till you're dead if you want, or more. Have fun. The things we have to do to stay at base level acceptable and stop from falling back into horrendous just keeps going up. What fun, eh? Like, we all got to have nails now. Do you know this? From the shops. I've always bitten my nails. It's just part of the rich tapestry of what's going on. But I got jealous, went to the shops, got some talons. And mainly I just looked at them, patted them, drummed them on stuff. Started getting very expressive. I'll have 250 grams of ham, thanks. You know. And they were great for like 6 to 8 business days. And then they just started falling off individually, not as a collective. That'd be too helpful. It's a good look, though, if you want half your hand to look like it belongs in a porno. And the other half to look like you've been dragging it along concrete. That's hot. It's so hot. And lashes. What the fuck's going on with lashes, girls? Why do we have to look like we've evolved to survive a sandstorm? I mean, I'm not a camel, you know. I'm from Irish stock. We got short lash energy. I'm not going to give you a languorous, seductive blink. I'm busy. But I got a serum, okay? I got a serum to grow my lashes because you can do that now. I don't even know what I'm doing it for. I used to mock bald men for doing this to the top of their heads. Here I am trying to grow hair where it doesn't belong. Trying to get rid of it where it does. What? I wouldn't even like someone who liked me more with long lashes. Do you know what I mean? Like, am I trying to be taken seriously in Mecca Cosmetica, girls? Is that what's going on, you know? I've got an arts degree. I don't want to be taken seriously anywhere, you know? Like, fuck, they gaslight you in Mecca. They do. I went in there the other day and this woman ran up to me like it was an emergency. I said, "Are you right?" She said, "Can I do your makeup?" I said, "I already did." She said, "Don't worry about that redness around your cheeks. We can fix that." I was like, "I fucking wasn't, Tiffany." I was in here for some lash serum, actually. Never ends. My mum's 80 and she said, should I get my eyebrows tattooed? No, Mum. Like, what for, the photo shoot? Are you taking on a lover I don't know about, you know? Am I going to be 90 years old in a nursing home going, oh, I should have got them lasered when they were black, fuck. Shoot me now. And I'd love to stop and get off this hamster wheel and just form a club, but we all got to stop or it keeps going, you know, like we got to stop waxing and plucking, plumping and priming, highlighting, extending, reducing, minimising, tinting, lining, embellishing, glowing, ditch your fillers, the nips, the tucks, the microdermabrasion, the face yoga, the lotion, the peel, the tonic, the shimmer, the matte finish. But if I formed that club, none of you cunts would join it. I know. Nor would I. Without mascara, I look like my brother. And I'd miss Mecca for the pampering alone. My goal when I go in there is not to buy something, it's to have someone touch me on the face. I'm so void of human contact, someone rubbing lotion in my skin feels like love. And if you haven't had someone feather concealer under your eyes, you've not lived. I feel like I know how Jesus felt when Mary Magdalene washed his feet with her tears and dried them with her hair. It's like, I'm not buying anything, but God, this feels good, you know? I don't know, I think beauty is making people and places ugly. I went to Byron recently and did the coastal walk. And I didn't see any whales, but I did see some influences in the natural habitat. I saw a mother and daughter in matching activewear. And I thought, no, that's nice, you know, some outdoor time, mother and daughter bonding, that's nice. But I got up close and Mum is live streaming and narrating this for the good people of the internet, just going, go Velvet Rose. You've nearly done it, love. You've nearly done 300 steps to the top of the lighthouse. Good on you. And I've never had that kind of positive parenting in my life, obviously. So I just got in shot and went, she didn't fucking run it, calm down. I've been asked not to return to the Greater Byron region. I bought an essential oil there that you roll on your person. It's called the Best Day Ever. It's by a brand called Roll On Therapy. I know. Anything you can't claim on Medicare is just a nice idea, isn't it? And it is a nice idea. It's that you be mindful. And I do this every morning. I look myself in the eyes in the bathroom mirror and I roll it on my temples. And I just remind myself, just stop being such a cunt, you know? Like, just stop it. Make it stop. Then I walk out of the bathroom, immediately forget that promise I've made to myself and the world. And you know, how much is the best day ever? $30. I don't know what you do when you run out. I can't go back to Byron, but I think you're better off just using tomato sauce anyway. Just dab some on your cheek every morning. And the thing is, people would remind you. They'd be like, you got a bit of sauce on your cheek? And you're like, thanks, mate. You have a good day. He's like, are you going to rub that off? Absolutely not. I'm having the best day ever. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
I loved to draw as a kid. My mom used to say that she would find like little pieces of paper on the floor and she'd go to throw them away, but then they'd have like little villages on them. Like, and I would create this whole world just like on a corner of a piece of paper. And she used to tell me that and then she'd just like throw it in the garbage. But I was like the kid in class that was like the artist. You know, there's one when you're in elementary school. I was the kid in second grade who could draw. And how you get that title is the hottest girl in the class says that you can draw. And right before Christmas break one year, The hottest girl in the class said that I drew kind of a realistic Santa. And so I became the artist, and the hottest girl in class's name was Mrs. Zimmerman, and I'll always love her. I love to draw. I still draw. You know, I drew like my entire childhood, and then I took a break when I started stand-up comedy. There's just no time, guys. There's just no time. So I took this big, long break, and then right before I turned 30, I was at rock bottom. I know that because I was living in Lombard, Illinois with my mom at her house. And I don't know if you've been to Lombard, Illinois, but there are 3 Panera Breads in Lombard, Illinois. There is the good one, the close one, and the one with a drive-through. And I was there, very depressed. I was eating a Pop-Tart for dinner, and I was crying. And something inside of me was like, I want to draw this. And so I got my paper out, and I drew this like little comic, and then it said, my best friend just bought a house, and I'm eating a Pop-Tart for dinner. And I felt better after I did that, so I gave myself this challenge. I was like, you know what? Every morning that I wake up and I'm feeling sorry for myself, I'm gonna draw a comic, and I'm gonna see how many I have in the span of 1 year. And at the end of the year, I had 360 comics. I had a few good days in there. And so I just kept drawing, like, for years, and then I got a book deal. I'm not just telling you that to brag. I got a book deal from drawing these comics, and then the pandemic happened, and I was like, well, this is great, because I'm just gonna live off of this money that I'm gonna make from this book. But unfortunately, I did not make any money from this book because I probably have the worst title for a book coming out right before a global pandemic. I don't know if you saw it outside. It's called How to Die Alone. Yeah. A lot of people were trying to avoid that. They're for sale in the lobby. I'd love to get a jet ski. The reason I went to the dermatologist is because I realized that my face is not in its 20s anymore, and that was confusing, and I was not okay with that. So I thought maybe I could get a cream for that, you know? The reason my skin was so gross was because I, got pregnant and had a baby. Having a baby ruined my skin and my recreational basketball career and my friend life and my real career. But other than that, motherhood is such a gift, and I highly recommend it. It's just a gift that's sometimes smeared in shit and piss. While I was at the dermatologist, she noticed on my back I have this really gross, ugly mole. And mole comedy, like I said. She noticed that I had this mole, and she checked it out, and she's like, this looks wrong. I want to send this off for testing. And I did that thing that I always do at doctors. I just denied that I ever knew that existed. I was like, what? There's a mole back there? I had no idea. Yeah, it's back there. How would I know? And it was back there. But I always knew that this mole was there. I mean, it was like a freckle at one point. It was a newborn mole, and then it grew up with me into a big ugly mole. It was in a very high traffic area. It was right where the bra strap, right there. Very inconvenient. And it was hard to buy clothes. Swimsuit shopping was very hard for me. even for my wedding, this is how much I do not want to go do something. I wore a cape for my wedding, okay? My cape was not fashion, it was just to hide my mole. The mole, you know, it wasn't a traditionally pretty mole either. It was like more of a character actor. And I love to avoid important things. That's why I never went to go get it checked out. But the thing about ignoring is that you can turn your back on your family and your friends, but you can't turn your back on your mole because your mole's on your back. Okay? So while I was at the dermatologist, she was shady, by the way, of course. I get scammed so much. She was immediately shady. She said that she would take the mole off, send it off for testing, but also I could get 20% off of Botox. That's how I knew that she was shady. I was like, I do not want a BOGO sale in a hospital setting, okay? But yeah, she gave me this menu, the Chipotle-like menu, to look at it, and she charged me $200 to scrape that bad boy off. Yeah, and just like that, it was gone. So my mole was getting sent off for testing in the big city, getting probed by scientists, and meanwhile I was at home. And before I would go to the shower, I would notice this vacant lot on my back where my mole once lived. And honestly, it's really weird to admit this, but like at the time, I was like genuinely sad. I felt guilty about it. I was like, do I miss my mole? Yeah, I guess I did. Anyway, I thought about this when I was getting no sleep because my baby does not sleep at all. I think I got really lucky. I didn't get postpartum depression, but I got like postpartum hallucination or something because I could not stop thinking about my mole. I was like, my mole only knows life through living it with me. Like everything it knows about life is through living it with me. You know, it's always been there for me. It was there when I was happy, when I was sad, when I got dumped, when I had a baby. Do not be afraid of it. It happens to everybody. Okay? But I kept like messaging the dermatologist because she was shady and she wasn't getting back to me. Eventually she's like, yes, everything's fine. And then I'm like up late at night, you know, so I'm just telling her in my complete like delirium, I'm just like, where is the mole though? She's like, we don't keep the moles. She's like, we don't like donate the mole to a donor. Like we don't give the mole away. And I could not stop thinking about my mole. I'm telling you, every single day when I had this newborn baby, I was just like, where the fuck did they put those moles? Like, where did they go? And I just kept thinking about it, and eventually I was just like, I don't know where the mole is, but I sort of have an idea.